Hi, I'm Michael Peter Langevin. I'm launching a series of podcasts, I do believe, and this will be the first in the series. I want to share with you my latest book, that Travel Tales from Unknown Realities. I'm hoping that this will get the book out to a wider audience. I want to share my experiences and perhaps insights. Um, I wrote the book because I've been blessed to have a life full of magical experiences, sort of a magnet to the mysterious, the occult, the metaphysical, the unexplainable. I feel very blessed by that, and I don't care if you believe me. I really just want the book to entertain and to stretch the reader's view of what reality might be. Because, in my view, the universe, reality is an onion. And our material world, with all our fancy cars and cut lawns, are just a slice of that onion. And we can explore the other slices to have different vibrations, different feelings, different reference points. It's up to you how much, how far, and to a degree, if you want to believe or if you want to experience. This light and these glasses are doing a weird thing. We're going to see. Okay. Um, so I want to share the book. It's now available on Amazon. You can buy the iBook for $3.99. Can't beat that. Or you can email me at Michael Peter Langevin and get a hard copy autograph for $25. Thank you so much. Now, the dedication is the most important part to me. This book is dedicated to my wife, Sophia Karen Axelson, my great editor for this book and the one before it, my life companion, and my friend. This book kind of sings and dances, I think. I wrote a good book, but Sophia made it much more. It's also dedicated to my daughter, Sophia Zila. She's an amazing person and a great friend, and I'm honored to have her in my life. And my son, Henry Miguel Langevin, he too is an awesome person, has lived his life well, and I'm honored to call him friend and son. I wish to thank Jeffrey M. Fletcher and Jedediah Jenkins, both of them in the early stages of the manuscript where I wasn't sure quite where I was going or how it was going to look, gave me invaluable feedback that really helped form this book. Thank you both. I want to thank my amazingly supportive, I love the word amazingly supportive sister, Elizabeth Langevin. She's always been there. And to the publishers that picked this up, they liked my proposal. They're a new small publisher here in New Orleans, Green Chaos Publishing. I think they picked up me and one or two others, and they're stumbling a little bit to get launched. No offense, folks, but they helped me rename the book and they put it together beautifully. And I'd like to thank all the other people who have been in my life. Too many to write all your names. It would be just a book of names and gratitude. I have so much gratitude. You know who you are if you shared part of my life and of your dreams. The introduction. This book is made up of my real life experiences. Amazingly, they all happened to me. At at the same time, many of my mystical experiences lend themselves better to adventure tales and fairy tale style of writing. So the reader is invited to share these stories and interpretations as they prefer. It don't matter to me. My hope is only to stretch the reader's imagination and what reality might consist of. I hope you enjoy them. The back of the book reads, haven't we all thrilled to strange tales and mysterious happenings that defy rational explanations? Occultists have long believed that supernatural powers do exist. Wherever the act of good or evil, we don't know. Most of us have experienced eerie and unnatural phenomena at one time or another. Such experiences make us realize that forces which we cannot fully comprehend operate in our universe. Chapter 1. There must be more. Sometimes it's about dreams. Sometimes your feelings that nothing to do with what you had thought. Sometimes you hear voices that aren't there. Sometimes you read a mind when you didn't mean to. When this happens, you might suspect you're going crazy. I function well in the material world, you say. I manage life just fine in a world where people maintain their yachts as if it matters. You feel good about knowing that reality is bigger and much more than our religions, our schools, our media outlets, and our common beliefs have taught us to perceive and embrace. Still, there's a nagging voice coming from within. Am I crazy? I have wondered this myself. Maybe I am. Edgar Allan Poe said, I became insane with long intervals of horrible sanity. Jean-Jacques Rousseau stated, to be sane in a world of insanity is a kind of insanity upon itself. I partially became a writer because my handwriting is terrible. My spelling, my grammar, or worse. I decided it would be quite a challenge to be a writer and overcome these weaknesses. Sure has been a challenge. I've written a number of books. You can check them out on Amazon. And they seem to have touched a number of people. I'm on it. I thought it would be great, and it is. I became a writer because I wanted to share things. And I have experienced many weird and odd things. Odd occurrences in everyday life and dreams, on travels, trance journeys that went beyond anything one would normally expect. Yep, that's my life. I love magic, the unknown, the occult, the forbidden, exploring the possibilities of living at the boundaries of what is often conceived as real has taught me so much. I would do it all over again, without hesitation. To play it safe is probably the wise thing to do. You might not do something because it's probably not sane. When you walk over the threshold of magic, you risk your social status. You risk being viewed as a fool. You risk questioning your own sanity. And you risk getting hurt. But walking those boundaries is also where you get to dance with elves, ghosts, fairies, voodoo priests, priestesses, and countless beings nearly beyond imagination or description. It is when you enter the zone of risk-taking that you get to touch the essence of the undefinable, the undescribable divine, the creative forces of the universe. Sometimes my writing inspires people. Sometimes my magic changes the world. Sometimes I feel like Peter Pan, who came back to Earth to find lost children and set them free. Then again, sometimes I sit in a lonely room and I wonder if it was all delusion and a waste of time, especially the times when my life melts down. My plans and dreams don't work out. They fall apart in front of my eyes. They break my heart. This too is a risk of walking over the boundary of magic, but a risk I feel well worth taking. I've gained much in life. I've lost some. It usually turns out for best. I'm renowned for landing on my feet. At these times, I often have a dream where a friend or a deceased relative explains to me what it's like in their experience now on the other side of the veil. Or I hear music that no one's ever heard. I feel a knowing that I'm on the right path. no matter what. Hands reach out from those magical boundaries and give me hope and strength. For me, this is the magic and creativity of true meaning, true living. Who cares? And it's also delusion and insanity. I might be crazy, but I'm usually happy. Okay. Travel Tales from Unknown Realities by Michael Peter Langevin. If you want a signed copy for $25, email me at michaelpeterlangevin@gmail.com. Or if you just want it fast, down and dirty, go to Amazon and order the iBook for $3.99. I'm gonna try to figure out this podcast thing. I'm late to this arena, but I'll be posting this in a number of places. And if you like it, let me know and tell your friends. Okay, thanks so much. How do you turn it off?